Isaiah. We are in the book of Isaiah, chapter 43, verse 18 and 19. The book of Isaiah, chapter 43, verse 18 and 19. Yes, yes. Mom, she tuned in. Once again, I see Brother Tower. They tuning in. And it reads as such. It says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. And it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. Forget the former things. Do not dwell in the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Then it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. I have a question. I'm starting straight out the gate. I just have a question. If you guys were walking down the street, and you saw this genie lamp, and you guys seen that TV show, you might see it on TV Lands, old school show, I Dream of Genie. And that's what I'm talking about, a genie lamp. If you saw a genie lamp that was on the curve, and you got curious and you picked up that genie lamp and you rubbed it, and all of a sudden a genie came out. How you doing, Brother Curtis? A genie came out and said, I will give, wait a minute, hold on one second. For the church people, just in case if you don't believe in genies and stuff like that. And I don't believe in genies.
Mama Ann remember that movie.
Okay. For the church people, if God sent an angel down, okay, then if you're not too churchy, we can get back to the genie. If your genie came out that lamp, or if God sent the angel down to you and said, look, Mama Ann, Mommy Kim, Brother Hot Top, Brother Nell, Curtis, Ashley, Antoinette, all you guys, I'm giving you one choice to make. I would do whatever you want me to do. I'm gonna give you one choice to make. What would you choose? What would you choose if that genie, for the church people, if the angel came to you and said, I'm going to grant you one choice. Whatever you want me to do, I'm going to give you one choice. Just one. Only one. I see my long-term friend, Brother Brian Stevens. We used to call him Oil Can. I tell you, that boy, he used to throw a curveball. Oil Can. Yeah, that was Oil Can.
God bless you, Mr. Brian.
That was a popular name back in the day. Oh yeah, this pitcher, he would strike you out. And Brother Brian, boy, Oil Can, he throw that curveball on you, and you would swing, and the bat would fall out your hand. And you would look so goofy up there. And Brother Brian, he would smack a home run on you too. He would smack a home run. I'm glad to see my old long-term child buddy tuning in with us on our Bible study. What a blessing and an awesome time. I just love this. I just love that. So we are engaging, Brother Brian. Our question is, if there was a genie and they gave you one choice, what would you choose? He said, I'm going to grant you one choice. Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
But you only get one.
What would you choose? And like I said, for the church people, if you say, I don't believe in genies, but an angel came to you, what would you choose?
Antoinette says she don't know. It's too many
Too
options.
many options. I know that's right. It's too many options. Boy, I tell you, we can sit back and we can say, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want this. Oh, I would like to do. But that moment comes, you be like, oh my goodness, what can I ask? Anything that you want. Anything that you want. What did my man say?
I just see my dad and grandparents again.
Oh, okay.
So bring back those who now rest from their labor.
Yes. Yeah. See, and that's real. That's real. That is real. Yes, Mama Ann. I would ask for my loved ones to come back. To come back. Sometimes we don't appreciate the life that we have until it's gone.
Nick wants healing for everyone in whatever way they need it.
Okay.
So he wouldn't ask for anything for himself.
He wouldn't ask for nothing himself.
He's asking for healing for everybody else.
Okay. Anybody else? What would you ask for, Pastor?
Well, I'm not as sanctified as Nell. So I'm going to make my one wish for me.
Okay. What's your one wish?
I want God to pay off my student loans.
She wants her bills paid. Her bills.
He don't even have to pay all of my bills.
Okay, just one.
Because God has given me and grant me the blessing of employment to handle my own responsibilities.
Okay.
But that's the one monkey.
The one bit.
The one monkey I wish he would get off my back.
Student loans.
Student loans. If he can get rid of those, I'm happy.
Wow, student loans. Well, you guys continue on just giving your answer. My answer, Pastor, it would actually be that every decision that I make in life, that it produce a positive outcome.
Okay.
Every decision that I make in life, that it produces
a
positive outcome.
Okay.
I think that would be my choice. That would be my choice.
Okay.
That would be my choice. Okay, what Antoinette said, my church answer is everyone to be saved.
That's her churchy answer.
That's her churchy
answer.
Yeah. Okay.
Now you convinced Antoinette to give a churchy answer.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So let's go on, and you're gonna see the reason why I asked that question as we go more and more into the lesson.
Hi, Reverend Karen Rains.
Yes, okay, Reverend. Oh, I gotta be on my game now. Oh my goodness, the Reverends are coming in. I gotta be on my game. But last week, we visit the house of worry. Remember, we knocked on the door of worry. And we called out his cousin. Remember his cousin? His cousin name was Doubt. That's what we talked about last week. And we learned that Doubt is nothing but a bully. Doubt is nothing but a bully. And he can't fight alone. And that joker, he only acts bad when his cousins are around. And his cousins, they are called worry. His cousins are called fear, anxiety, nervousness. When they show up, Doubt try to flex his muscles. He try to act bad. But we also discover that if you catch Doubt by himself, when none of his cousins are around, you will see that Doubt has some substance of curiosity inside of him. He's not all that bad when his cousins are not around. Doubt have some of those substances of curiosity around. What I mean by that, I think this can happen for me. Maybe it won't. Maybe it will. Maybe this will happen for me. Maybe I don't know. Maybe if I only had some evidence. If I only had some evidence. And the Lord, He knows that every now and then we all go through that at some time or another. When the situation we have to face cause us to waver. Mm-hmm. The Lord knows that. Mm-hmm. That we also deal with that cousin called doubt. We deal with him. Mm-hmm. But God told us last week, remember we were in the word last week. God told us, he said, so throw away, or so don't throw away. Don't throw away. I think we were in the book of Hebrews. He says, so don't throw away your confidence. Don't throw it away. It will be richly rewarded. Remember, God told us that last week. God has put something in us. He has put something in you that is tightly secure. He has put in you this firm trust in him. He has told us, I know it looks unclear. I know it looks unclear to you, but do not allow the uncertainties to cause you to waste the opportunity to exercise what I put in you. Yeah. And what that is, that's confidence. Mm-hmm. The confidence that you will receive is what I have promised you. Yep. And remember last week, we said, what did God promise you? What did he promise you? Remember we talked about that last week?
Based on our favorite scriptures.
Based on our favorite scripture. Mm-hmm. Whatever your favorite scripture, whatever, as Pastor said, that go-to scripture that you always go to. That's what God has promised you. Mm-hmm. And I sure hope that you have found it by now. Mm-hmm. Because that is what God has promised you. Yeah. Last week we talked about doubt. Mm-hmm. Now tonight, we are going to talk about his uncle.
Oh, he has an uncle?
Doubt has an uncle. We're going to talk about his uncle. Now, his uncle is not one of those uncles that you should listen to. Oh. No. This uncle is also a bully too. But he's old school. Now, this uncle, he's old school. This one of those uncles that will get you down on the ground. And,
like wrestling move?
Yeah, wrestling move. He would get you down on the ground and he would try to make you call his name before he released you. Now, back in the day, and I hope my buddy Brian is still on the line, still on tuning in. Back in the day, you know, when we were kids and stuff, you'd be out there playing, you'd be fighting, and it might be play fighting, you know, and then, you know, you get somebody on the ground, but before you let them up, they got to show you some respect.
So they had an uncle.
They said, uncle. They said, I ain't gonna let you up unless you say uncle. Unless you say uncle. Unless you say uncle. You know, and then you know they gotta say uncle, you know, and then you let them up. That's what the uncle of doubt. He's old school. He's old school. This bully is called Uncle Regret.
Uncle Regret.
Uncle Regret. Yes. He's old school. Now he's been around for a long time. He's old school, y'all. He's old school. He will have you thinking about him 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. He will even have you thinking about him over 20 years ago. Regret. Regret. I wish I would have done. I mean, if I didn't do this, if I didn't do that, I wish I would have. I wouldn't have gave up on that relationship. I wish I didn't get into the relationship. I love my kids. Oh my God, I love my kids, but I wish I would have maybe waited. I wish I would have. I wish I would have had kids. I know I was trying to get my career and get this together. Now I can't have kids. I wish I would have done. Because I want kids. I wish I would have just tried this. I wish I would have left that alone. I wish I wouldn't have got involved in this. I wish I would have told somebody. I wish I wouldn't have told him. I wish I wouldn't have lied to him or lied to her, or they lied to me. I I wish I wouldn't have hurt them. I wish they wouldn't have hurt me. I wish I wish I could do it all over again. I wish I had another chance.
Regret.
Regret. Regret. Regret. Regret, Pastor.
But what is it?
Okay.
What is regret?
Pastor said.
What is it?
What is regret?
So we just saw the first gentleman give some real powerful examples of things that people may regret. But what is it? What is it? When you look at regret in and of itself, not what are the things you regret. You know, I regret having kids early. I regret this. No, not the things that you regret, but just looking at the word regret.
What is regret?
What is that? What is regret?
Oh my goodness, I regret that.
Do anybody know what regret is?
I regret. I'm looking at myself right now, and I just regret. I just regret. What is that? What is that? That's the uncle. That's the uncle of doubt. He's old school. He's old school. He had you thinking about
things. He's old school because he's been around for a long time.
Regret.
Because there's some things from 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago that people still regretting. They still holding on to it. They won't let it go. They still 20, 10, 30, 40 years.
To be sorry.
Regret. To be sorry.
To be sorry. Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
To be sorry.
To be sorry.
Thank you, Mama Ann. What else?
Regret. Oh,
man. What is it when you say, I regret going out to that club that day. I regret. It is a negative thing.
Memory loss.
Regret. You regret memory loss. Okay.
Regret.
Okay. You wish you never done it. Okay. Feeling upset about a decision.
Yes.
You guys are on it. You guys are getting into the meat.
Yes.
Yes.
Wish you never done it. Yes.
So now regret is the stress of your mind. That's what you're going through. It's a distress. It's a distress of your mind. It's sorrow. You're sorrowful. Somebody said regret of decisions.